Hello guys, today this drawing lesson will be different. You see, what I initially thought was I was going to make a tutorial for every single regiment or anything. But that doesn't really make sense, since why would you guys watch them all if maybe some British regiments looked exactly the same except for the color of their facings? I mean, come on. Or some French regiments looked exactly the same except for their color patterns. Like, come on. So I decided that, what I'm going to do is draw the Shakos. Maybe just give some history or clarification on which regiment looked like what. So for this certain one, we'll be on Shakos. Because let's face it, I'm not going to draw another tutorial for British soldier just talk about the Rolls Regiment. No, even if they or the Royal Jollies, aka the Marines. Or just a separate thing just to show the stovepipe Shako instead of the Belgic one. No. So I'm just going to teach you how to draw the Shakos instead of just having to redo the whole thing over and over again. So let's start. So I think we should start with the British ones. Now, I'm pretty sure you know how to draw the Belgic Shako since I've showed it in my previous tutorial. So we're going to draw that very quick. Just to give you guys a quick hint. So what you do is draw like a little box, except at the top there's like a little arch at the top. This is gonna be like the little frontal plate. It's gonna look a little arch like that, not too tall. See, imagine like a piece of toast. Just a little curve at the top at one side. Okay, good. This is the frontal plate. Next, add the visor. There you go. And there's going to be like this back, which is, technically just a stovepipe Shako, but with this frontal plate. Think about that. Yeah. Put like the technically just the headgear, the Shako, where the frontal plate was attached to. Yeah, it looks something like this, so I get rid of this part. All I know is the frontal plate was kind of huge. Yeah, so it looks something like this. And you have a little plume over here. Now, okay, sometimes there were no plume, sometimes there was a plume, and it was white, and sometimes there was a plume, but it was like red and white, and sometimes there was a plume and it was green. There were a couple colors. Now, normally for the Belgic Shako, used by the British, the ones used by the British, they would have a the metal plate, the cap badge, would be like an oval shaped thing with like a crown. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna draw. So first you gotta draw the tassels very quick. Okay, gotta perfect this. Yeah, you know what? Let's just bring it lower. Okay, we gotta bring this a bit lower. There you go. Oh, got it. Now, if you're wondering, the plume, as you can see, is always on the right side of the Shako. Just wanted you to remember that. At least for the Belgic Shako. So now we're going to draw this little oval thing, right? Watch. Okay, there you go. Okay. Yeah, it looks something like that. Okay. Should we bring it lower? I think we should bring it lower. Yeah, bring this little... It's like a little diamond. Like a diamond-shaped cap badge. Yeah, it looks something like this. There you go. Now, what you gotta do next, you gotta add a little crown. Like the emperor. It wasn't like a crown, it just looked like an emperor crown, like this. Actually, no, it was actually way smaller. It was kind of small, yeah. It was something like this, yeah. Now, on the cap badge, normally, let's see, okay. So it's just, on the cap badge, normally, they would have, like, the king's initials. I think it was GR, right? Yeah, GR. Yeah, I think it said GR. You don't have to add it if you want, but whatever. For historical accuracy, I think. Okay, next. I don't think the diamond was this sharp. I gotta fix this very quick. Okay. Next, we're gonna draw. Yeah, that's your Belgic Shako. That's kind of all finished. Oh, by the way, because I'm making the Shako face this way, I gotta make the visor not contradict this angle. Yes. Whatever. Let's color the visor just so we have it, because I really don't want to do any more erasing. Okay, next we're gonna do the stovepipe Shako. Just so you know, the Belgic Shako is kind of like I think it was like adapted after, like it was adapted later during the Napoleonic Wars. So yeah, we're gonna draw the stovepipe one. And I think it depends on the regiment. I'm not entirely sure. But all I know is the stovepipe one is kind of like the Belgic one, just minus the plate, and the plume is in the middle, if there's a plume at all. So wait, let's start doing this the correct way. Okay, so it looks something like this. Put this in. Alright. Okay, I do not like the look of this. I'm gonna make it a bit long looking. Wait, okay. There you go. Next, we're gonna have this, yeah, okay. This was used by the 95th Rifles also, just so you know. So we could draw the 95th Rifle version, or the regular version. And I believe the 95th Rifle version was quite a bit taller. In fact, you know what? Maybe we should make it taller. To draw the 95th, we're gonna draw the 95th Rifles version. It's gonna look like this. Boom, boom. And it's gonna come down. Wee, wee, wee. Okay, another one. And there we go. Now, okay, these are just the tassels. Next, we're gonna do the cap badge. And the 95th Rifles cap badge is very interesting. Like, it looks something like this. You like have this like little flower. I'm not gonna make it that tedious. I'll just do like these little circles. Make a shower upon these random lines down, and then make like a little horn. Like, yeah. Something like this, I think. And next, of course, is going to be a little plume, because I think they had plumes, yeah. Okay, there you go. And now, finally, the visor. Now, okay, from how I drew this, it's obviously not facing anywhere, so we're just going to give it like a frontal, like a full frontal. There you go. So the reason why I'm coloring the visors so you don't like mistake the visors for the Shako. So yeah. That's that. Okay. Maybe we should color the badges yellow so we won't get confused or something. I don't know. I think we should do that. Why not? Because we can. We got colors. Yellow. 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 I think this was like a grayish and had like green on the outline. So yeah. All right. Now, I will probably not be doing the You know what? Why not? We're gonna do the one on the Scots Greys Shako, even though it does look way different from these two. And let's face it, the Scottish Highlander does deserve their own video, since the uniform is quite different because the kilts, the tartan, the Shako itself. I mean, it is all kind of special. But whatever, we're gonna fit their Shako in this video. So first, draw like this little two little lines parallel to each other. Now, the reason why you don't just go full out is because the Scottish Shako is not just a flat out box like the others. So it's gonna go like this, and then you have this thing. Make it like as wavy as possible, to give it realism. Because it was made out of like what, feathers? I don't know. I mean, it was something weird. It was something like that. Oh boy. Wait. Let's switch that out. Okay, it looks something like this. So, I have this hanging over like that. Next, we're gonna just finish this off. Okay, wait, give me a second. Okay, there you go. Next, we're gonna cut this line off. Okay, to be honest, I think I made this Shako too fat. I'm just gonna move all this. If you didn't make the same mistake I did, maybe you don't need to move this Shako thing. I think it looks something like this. So anyway, you take your make your visor as usual. There you go. You got your visor. And why not? Let's color it black. Now there's no cap badge. I don't think so on this one. But there was like this special pattern that looked like this. It was like a crisscross pattern. I don't know. It's like a checkers board. Similar to like their kilts, tartans. So look like this. Kind of hard to draw. Just kind of just repeated. I mean I gotta give him credit because the coloring looks kind of nice, and it really does kind of represent the Scottish culture. Like, geez, like, I mean, you could just say they're just like Jacobites in red. They really look like Jacobites. So anyway, I mean, kilt wise and tartan wise. Not to mention the Shako does, represent the color coding. Okay, so you have like these little circles in the middle. So yeah, normally, like how it would go is that these circles would be colored green, and these random, lines, as you can see here, they would be colored red, and the rest would just be, these random squares would be white. Kind of cool. And of course, this whole thing would be black. So we got the Scottish Shako done. Like I said, that's not the only Shako. I think there was another one, but this was for the Fraser Highlanders, yeah. This was a light infantry, the 71st Regiment of Foot. So we're going to draw that very quick. Before we draw the regular, regular stovepipe Shako. So let's go do that. Highlanders, want to get a light infantry regiment. That was 95th Rifles. Fraser's Highlanders, here we come. Okay, so it looks something like this. It was like it was like a stovepipe Shako, but I don't think it was as tall. No, I don't think so. Now, I did see in some pictures that the Fraser's Highlanders also had the same Shako as this, but, I mean, I feel like the light infantry, I don't know. Personally, I just thought this was their signature cap over here. So you do it like this, right? Like a regular box-looking Shako. Let's make it a bit taller. Yeah, make it, okay, you know what? Make it a bit taller. Why not? I think that it looked a bit better taller and more historically accurate. So make it like this, right? And next, darn it. Okay, and next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna draw this. Yeah, this. You're gonna cut it in half like this. So it looks like Poland. It looks like Poland. I'm kidding. Well, it kind of does look like Poland at the moment. So what we're gonna do next, we're gonna draw the visor, so we don't have to worry about it later. We're gonna make it facing this way because I think it looks cooler that way. All right. Now, guys, I'm not entirely sure if I'm drawing these visors too long. Am I drawing are these visors too short or too long? I don't know. I gotta research on that. Okay, next we're gonna draw the cap badge, and it was just a simple bugle, nothing much. I'm a bit relieved at that. Okay, just a simple bugle. Okay, so it looks something like this, and then it came out like this. Am I right? Right, just like this, I think. Okay. Next is like a little bulb on top, like a little green bulb. There you go. And now it's not entirely finished. You still got to make the crisscross. I know it was like the Scottish Shako. Even though, well, this is technically a Scottish Shako, since this regiment was Scottish. So. Okay. I think I might have messed up on it, on the crisscrosses over here. Might have made them a bit uneven, but hey. Practice makes perfect. It's not like I draw this regimen every day. I mean, the Shakos is still relatively new in my I never really drew the 71st Regiment Light Infantry that much. Anyway, we kind of got it here. Yeah, just so you know, same thing. These little balls are green, the crisscrosses are red, and the background's white. Not to mention the bugle's gold. Why not? Let's give that a good nice coloring, shall we? And because we had to color this black, screw it, we'll color the whole Shako black. Why not? You know, just to show that, hey, black dot, you're not alone. Anyway, that's that. So, are there any other Shakos? Let me think. Okay. Give me a second to think. Okay. Oh, yes, I remember. The final Shako, which is gonna be the regular Shako. I mean, aka just the stovepipe Shako of the British Line Infantry. Now, if you're wondering what on earth is that, it's technically just this thing. This is my reference, as you can see here. Yeah. So the reason why it's why I'm gonna draw this is because the cap badge is different. Yeah. And it's not like this was some kind of special thing or anything. I mean, come on, this thing was in a lot of regiments, the stovepipe. So let's draw this. I mean, the stovepipe Shako with the badge. Yeah, that one was pretty popular. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. Alright. And I think I made it a bit uneven. Anyway. Next, we're going to draw the visor as usual. And give it a nice color. Oh, yeah. Now that's soldiering. Oh, I'm kidding. Oh, jeez. Just so you know, oh my gosh. Why have I been using that quote so much? Ever since a subscriber said that in one of my videos. Oh, jeez. And I searched up what it meant. Okay. So next, there was this random ball. And this random, like, circular thingy on top. Of course. I just want to make sure this features there more. Why do I always have it kind of darker than... Yeah. Okay, there you go. So, it's gonna look a little, yeah, like this. Okay. Because it's gonna be like a grayish on the outside. There you go. Next is gonna be a little plume. And it could be simple, like this. It's gonna be a simple white plume, why not? Actually, no, let's make it, personally, I like the red and white plumes better, like, you know, when they look like this. I just like those better. They just look nice. It reminds me of pills. Wait, what? Wait, why do I have a good connotation with pills? Never mind. Okay, anyway, now onto the cat badge. Now, personally, I think the cat badge is kind of cool because it's complex. That doesn't make sense. Why do I like the cat badge? Okay, never mind. So, anyway, we're going to draw, it's going to look like this. So, first one, let's draw the outline. So, it's going to have, like, these little buds at the end of at each corner. I don't know why they have that, but whatever. Okay, there you go. Yeah, actually, let's make it a bit wider. I want to make it parallel. There you go. We got it. It's parallel. Okay. Okay, gotta get rid of these exclamation marks. Okay. Next, we're gonna draw the cat badge itself, aka what's inside this little frame. So, did I bring it too low again? I think I might have did. Whatever. Let's work with this. Okay. So first, you're gonna do this thing. Yeah, it's gonna look like this, and there's gonna be a little crown. Let's draw the crown so we don't get ahead of ourselves. 3 dots. Okay. This is just very small detail. I don't even know why I'm getting into the small detail. Okay, we got the crown. And next is I don't even know what you call this. What is this? It goes down through here and then through here and like this. Oh, and inside there's like this little line attached to like this little circle in it. And then it goes, there's a line, there's a little compartment that comes through here, and another one that goes through here. I cannot explain what the Shako looks like, so if you're trying to draw this through audio, through just audio only, yeah, good luck. Because unless if you already know what it looks like. There you go. Okay, that actually looks kind of bad. I gotta make it a bit better. Wait. Okay, this is kind of the best I can make it because it's kind of complicated. I'm just saying, it's actually kind of complicated. All right, one more attempt. Erase that. I gotta make it a bit. Like I said, it's actually kind of hard. Like if you're like trying to draw a small detail on something as small as this. So, yeah, be prepared. Okay, I think we just about got it. There you go. We got our Shako, stovepipe Shako. And this was used by a lot of regiments, I'm just saying that. Along with the Belgic Shako. So, yeah. There you go. We got our stovepipe Shako. Let's go. We finally finished it. Okay. So, guys, that's kind of it for this video. I might do more British Shakos. Like, actually, you know what? While we're at it, no. I'm gonna make a part 2 on this because we still got to do the Scots Greys, the KGL, the what else was there? Oh yes, the Rolls Regiment, the weird looking Rolls Regiment. Oh boy, that's gonna be a nightmare. The Marines, yeah, the Royal Jollies. They had a special looking Shako, and not to mention the Household Guards. Yeah, the what do you call those? The ones on the horses. Besides the Scottish Grey. Oh yeah, the Inniskilling Dragoons, the First Lifeguards, you know, those kind of stuff. So yeah. I'm probably gonna make another video on this. But before we end this video, I just want to be done with the coloring. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, also one more thing. Add a plume to the Scottish people. You know, to the Scottish what do you call it? The Scottish Shako. It's like a little white plume. I guess it was red in some regiments, but it's white. Or at least from what I've seen. The Gordon Highlanders, it was white. Just remember that. Anyway, we've just about done coloring all the Shakos. The stovepipe Shako, at least for the line infantry. The Fraser Highlander Shako, the light. It's like technically just a shorter and smaller and cooler looking stovepipe Shako. The Highlander Shako, and the 95th Rifles Shako, stovepipe Shako, and the Belgic Shako. So yeah, I've taught you how to draw 5 different regiment Shakos. 5 different Shakos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I might be posting another version, part 2. So yeah, goodbye.